The pressure on young athletes can be astronomical, and this was strikingly evident during Arch Manning's much-anticipated debut as a starting quarterback for the University of Texas. Unfortunately, the young prodigy fell short of the immense expectations placed upon him in a matchup against Ohio State, ultimately resulting in a 14-7 loss. Longhorns head coach Steve Sarkisian, however, emphasized that this performance should be viewed merely as one chapter in what is yet to unfold in Manning's career. Scouts from over a dozen NFL franchises, including the Cleveland Browns, were present, eager to gauge the talent behind the name. Manning's performance showcased a mix of impressive moments and evident missteps. He managed to complete 17 of his 30 passing attempts, accumulating 170 yards, 1 touchdown, and suffering 1 interception. This outing was particularly disappointing considering that many analysts had predicted him to be the #1 draft pick in the upcoming 2026 NFL Draft. Adding to the hype, he entered the contest as the favorite to win the prestigious Heisman Trophy, with odds set at plus 650 on ESPN Bet. The expectations for Arch have spiraled out of control from outside sources, remarked Sarkisian. Let's not be too quick to judge. After all, we have a whole season ahead of us, and this is just the beginning. The Texas offense struggled to find its rhythm initially, having difficulty in generating significant plays. In fact, Manning was 0 for 5 with 1 interception on passes thrown more than 5 yards during the first 3 quarters. However, a critical halftime meeting between Sarkisian and Manning, where they analyzed footage and made necessary adjustments, proved beneficial. In the 4th quarter, Manning sprang to life, completing 4 out of 7 passes for an impressive 105 yards and a touchdown on deeper throws. Sarkisian commented on how Ohio State's defensive strategy posed a significant challenge. They have a solid scheme and a highly intelligent secondary that forced Arch to adapt. Once he had the opportunity to review the first half's film and comprehend their coverage better, it clearly aided his performance in the latter part of the game. Regrettably, the adjustments came too late to turn the tide in Texas's favor. The Longhorns managed to have 4 drives that concluded with turnovers on downs, the highest tally since a disappointing season-opening defeat back in 2017. Notably, they failed to capitalize on 2 crucial red zone opportunities, including 1 drive that saw them stop just inches from scoring after a significant 15-play drive that consumed over 6 minutes of play. Reflecting on the unsuccessful sneak play that denied them a touchdown, Sarkisian said, "At that moment, I thought we could catch them off guard before they could substitute in their larger players. In hindsight, of course, that's easy to say. If I had to relive that moment, I would likely call for substitution and match our big players against theirs to try to push through." Manning's performance resulted in an off-target percentage of 37%, marking the lowest record for a Texas quarterback in a decade. As per ESPN research, he acknowledged his contributions, stating, "It took us an inordinate amount of time to move the ball effectively. I take responsibility for that. They're a skilled team, but I believe we made some missteps ourselves, and that starts with my performance. I need to elevate my game for us to succeed." Despite his struggles in the passing game, Manning leveraged his running abilities to add 38 yards on 10 carries, including a notable 15-yard gain. Intriguingly, the Longhorns outperformed Ohio State on the ground with a total of 166 yards to 89, and Sarkisian noted the need to incorporate Manning's running capabilities earlier in the game. As soon as he started utilizing that aspect of his game, I felt he really found his stride. We saw glimpses of the caliber of player he is destined to become here. In this match, Manning faced an offensive line with 4 new starters. Yet he had sufficient time to make throws. While there were glimpses of precision in his passes, many attempts were mishandled, either sailing high, falling short, or missing targets altogether. I believe Arch had enough time to execute his throws effectively, Sarkisian added. We were managing the line of scrimmage and moving the ball well. The first half's lack of explosive plays is what held us back. We had opportunities to throw the ball better than we did. Our offensive line provided solid protection, granting us chances to push the ball downfield. Texas won't face another Power 4 team until October 4th, when they compete against Florida. Within the Longhorns coaching staff, there is a shared belief that the offensive woes witnessed in this game are easily correctable prior to the commencement of their SEC schedule. We had multiple chances to score, yet we faltered, noted Sarkisian. We need to execute on a few throws, make some catches, and make better play calls. Thankfully, these issues are fixable, and I remain confident that we can overcome these challenges. Could Manning indeed turn this experience into a stepping stone for greatness, or will the pressure continue to mount? What do you think about his performance and the expectations he faces? Share your thoughts below.